Alright guys, we got a video here from the Duck. Apparently these are the different types of gamers.
Now there's so many different types of people on the video game that you can encounter in your lifetime. And throughout my many years of Xbox Live and being raged at in Xbox Game Chat, I've seen it all. I've seen so many types. So we'll start off with the Rager. Why not start here? We all know one friend that just gets so mad at the game. This kid is usually competitive as and if you ever play with this kid, make sure to lower your headset volume because you're about to be ear-raped by decibels. Now,
you know, I think there's many different reasons to get very, very angry. If I'm going to be honest, in my case, I used to be a bit of a rager. I still can be from time to time, obviously. I'm not going to pretend that I'm not, but not in the way that I used to be. And my rage probably personally didn't come so much from competition as it probably did from insecurity. I'm not even a competitive online multiplayer gamer. I play retro games, as you know. And when you've got a whole audience watching you, and you keep stuffing up over and over again, it kind of makes you panic, builds up some anxiety. You hate being judged, making a fool of yourself, and that turns into a complete pressure cooker. And hello, ladies and gentlemen, you've got a geyser on your hands. That's my case.
I used to be the Rager bad. Like, it got so bad to where my friends would call me Duck the Rager Duckalo. And it got so bad to the point where they put the Rager in between my fucking name. This one's pretty self-explanatory. You just get mad at the game a lot, and you may start to throw and break things. And when I was in my prime Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege days, I had to buy like 5 different headsets. Like,
I know this is really psycho. The only thing I've really broken gaming related of my own is, I think one time I broke a controller. I was kind of putting on a little bit of a show because it was already on the fritz anyway. But the only thing I've legitimately broken is a couple cheap keyboards. I don't know, I'm nuts. Call me a pro wrestler or no brains or whatever. But there's just something so satisfying about smashing a keyboard over your own head. Makes you feel tough. Takes out a lot of aggression. You move on with your day.
It was seriously bad. Next, we got the kid with the shitty mic. This kid is either on his Xbox Connect, or he just sounds like he's in the fucking trenches of World War II when he's speaking. Like, that shit will sound like... I apologize in advance for any ear damage, but that's literally how it sounds. Like, they'll literally put their lips in front of the mic like they're sucking it off or something. Then some kids will literally eat their fucking mic, and then there'll be a whole ass windstorm coming in via their voice. And then you could just hear them breathing down the mic. Like, holy shit, it was so hard to concentrate with this kid in the party. Or,
you know, that's just a lack of experience, isn't it? Some people are just not self-aware with their gear. I mean, even in the streaming realm of things, some people have a really shitty mic. And they just don't actually realize how shitty it sounds just because they're drowned out to it, I guess. And they don't realize that what they're hearing in their brain might be fine. And what other people are hearing is diarrhea. It's just a lack of experience, really. And a lack of self-awareness, but whatever.
He has an insanely bad echo. Next, we gotta talk about the kid with the bad aim, or the potato aim. I don't know what y'all call it, but it was me in specific when I hopped on the game. I would always have horrible aim. Like, I would always shoot at Johnson level. Like, it would never be like around the head area. I wouldn't really get much headshots. And no matter what game it was, like Fortnite, Call of Duty, Roblox, Minecraft, no matter what I tried, I just had potato aim. Next up, we got the gamer girl / e-girl. Now, if you fall under this type and you join the party and it's full of guys, they're gonna be freaking out that you're a gamer girl, bro. I'm telling you. Yo, we got a gamer girl, bro.
Oh my goodness, hello.
Well, you know, the thing is there's so many different type of gamer girls, right? I'm going to go through a couple quickly. You've got the Weenie Cooper type, the girl next door like Pokimane. Look, I know there's something a little bit more sinister there, some people think, but let's just go on face value. She's like the girl next door type, right? And then you've got like the ethots. And then you've also got like the mums, you know, the married women that go on and just like to game in their free time and everything. These are just a few different types. The problem is guys are so thirsty these days that it doesn't matter if you're the mum, the girl next door, or the ethot. They're probably going to talk to you and treat you like you're the ethot. At least from my experience anyway. There's just so much thirsty.
How are you doing on this evening? Oh, good heavens, it's a gamer girl. You may get that reaction if you hop in game chat or join a party or something like that. It's gotta happen at least most of the time. There's no way. Next up, we got the toxic kid. This kid will talk so much shit, even though he's ass at the game. He just does it to play mind games with you, try and get in your head. Or if you're on the same team as the toxic kid, he'll get really mad at you for no reason. He'll just pin the blame on you for the loss. And
You know, it's really annoying when kids go into really adult games like Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto 5 and start talking smack. I don't even mind that kids are playing these games within reason as long as they're not pimping hoes and shit. I mean, they probably shouldn't be doing that at 9, 10 years old, you know what I'm saying? So that's the whole point. I don't mind if they're going on to play under the guidance of parents. But then there's no parent there, and then some 9, 10-year-old little snot-nosed kid will just jump on a lobby and say whatever the hell he wants. And, I mean, that'll be a harsh life lesson to learn. Hey, I mean, imagine getting your first punch in the nose at 10 or 11. I mean, that'll smarten you up pretty quick, won't it?
Sometimes it just goes past rah-rah shit talk with this kid. He gets hella personal sometimes. And this dude is, like, never optimistic whatsoever. He's just another one that gets really mad. Next, we gotta talk about the backseat gamer. F you. Genuinely f you. I'm trying to clutch up here. I don't need you in my ear. Like, this dude will constantly just direct you, acting like he's the one playing. Like, bro, you are not the one playing. Let me cook. Like, it's...
Yeah, like... I mean, this is a problem as a streamer, and I'm not so arrogant or, you know... I don't know what the word is, but I mean, look, put it this way. If I'm really stuck and I genuinely need help, I will ask for it. I would like to just get help after I've asked for it, you know what I mean? But I feel like it depends on the intent too. Like, some people are genuinely trying to guide you in the right direction. You can kind of turn a blind eye for that. But the problem is, a lot of the times when people are backseat gaming, it's like, oh, do this, do that, jump here, go there. It's less about helping you and more them trying to big shot themselves and sound so clever. And so to you types, I say a big fuck you.
It's different if he's like coaching you or if he's coaching you, but this kid is just usually just tells you what to do. And he's like annoying as f about it. Like, this kid thinks he's the best at the game, even though damn well we all know he's not if he's dead and you're still alive. Then we got the kid with the bad Wi-Fi or the lag. You would think this kid's posted up playing at a McDonald's, all right, and he's connected to their free Wi-Fi. The way his Wi-Fi is always lagging, or he can never connect to the game, or you always see him like stuttering in the lobby.
You know what? It's probably someone from Australia. In my area, before I moved to the city, I was in Underwood in Queensland, and I think until 2020, all we had available, maybe 2019, let's just be conservative about this, say 2019, all we had was ADSL1. You guys, for like 2-3 decades in the United States, have had cable internet. We had ADSL1. I could barely get a good connection, ever play any games. I was streaming in like 480p until 2019, 2020, guys, and that's when I finally started to make some inroads in this whole thing. And so, yeah, I mean, the internet in Australia, pretty bad. You know, you guys in the United States do take for granted the fact that your internet's absolutely awesome. A lot of countries still don't have internet of that quality. Fortunately, it wasn't us for a very long time.
His mic goes like... It'll just cut out and then speed the fuck up. Or you'll just straight up crash off the game, bro. The dog will just leave. Wait, what happened to John? That's right, his Wi-Fi's ass. We didn't have to say anything. We all collectively knew as a group why John left the party. And then John would just rejoin like... Happened again. Yep, we know. And we'd all tell John to invest in a new Wi-Fi router. Next up, we got the Revive Me kid. Bro, no one is reviving you. How many times you say it on the mic? We will revive you once the opposition that I'm clearly fighting right in front of your face has been defeated. Like,
yeah, you know, it's always the younger kids that are guilty of this. You know, I think older guys, I mean, at least most older guys, at least have the basic concept of tactics and self-awareness and sportsmanship and teammanship to be like, you know what? Maybe if my team is surrounded by like 500 bogeys, maybe now is not the time to come with a rescue mission, so to speak. And so I feel like it's always the young kids like, revive me! Oh my god, please revive me! I died. It doesn't matter that there's a whole bunch of guys with bazookas and machine guns surrounding him. You don't give a fuck. You just want to get revived.
It's never that serious. It's just a game. Wait. Can you wait like 2 seconds? And then him constantly saying it into the mic will obviously f up your game too. So you also got a lower chance of winning that gunfight too. Next, we got the competitive pro/streamer. This is literally your job if you fall into this category. So you better at least be decent at the game or else nobody's gonna watch you. Unless they just love seeing you fail. There are so many people in their chats just trolling them and stream sniping them. Literally wherever they go in the game, the chat knows, or whoever's playing against them knows, because half of them are stream snipers. That's kind of the downside when you stream while you play, is people will just be overly toxic to you for no reason, or they could just straight up see where you're at, what you're doing in the game. But hey, the streaming bans are crazy though.
You know what, it doesn't matter what type of streamer you are, there's always going to be that level of, guess you could say, tall poppy syndrome. You know, as I said, most of your community is always going to be really successful, and as long as you're a decent human being, they're going to want to see you succeed. But there's always that 1% that is just really toxic, and on the inside it just festers. Oh, I wish I could do that, but I'm too lazy, and this guy's a streamer and he got lucky and he doesn't deserve it, and fuck, I hate him and I want to see him fail, and rah 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 rah. And that's when you get things like stream snipers, trolls, and other sorts of douchebags on the internet. And yeah, just one of those things, unfortunately. Thank God I'm not a competitive, like, Battle Royale streamer, but it's bad enough when I have a bad day just playing retro games, you know what I mean? So hats off to anyone that plays games competitively, sure.
I'm not gonna hold you. I would sacrifice getting stream snipe for the bans, though. That's all I'm gonna say. Speaking of stream sniping, we gotta talk about the cheater. Why does this dude even exist, bro? Like, this dude needs to be sent to the gulag. Like, banish this please. Like, every time I hopped on Rainbow Six Siege, there was always this one kid with mouse and keyboard on, even though we were all on console, and we would run into these Zim adapter kids everywhere. Fortnite, Call of Duty, Rainbow Six Siege, it's just everywhere, and the cheaters just make the game frustrating for others. So
I just don't understand it though. Like, if you're gonna be the best at something and be on the top of the leaderboards, wouldn't you just get like some kind of spiritual fulfillment by knowing that you earned it? Like, I don't understand, like, cheating, you know, and to go into all that effort when you could have just practiced the game and actually earned something, you know what I mean? But let's just say, hypothetically, you cheat for years and all of a sudden you're, like, #1 on the leaderboard. What have you achieved? Like, is you actually able to feel good about something like that? Yeah, you've got the high score, the whole world's going to see you, and, you know, everyone might be like, oh, bow down, you're the best Call of Duty player ever, but in your heart, you're going to know that it's a lie, right? And unless you're kind of like some sort of sociopath, I would think that would really, really bother a person. I've just never understood cheating.
I don't know
Never
what
understood
they're
it.
doing. But if you're actually on PC, it's even worse. I'm sure there's like mods so you can see where players are at and stuff like that. I don't know. It's really bad.
Well, actually, guys, let me plug in my mouse and keyboard adapter real quick.
Like, there are 0 hoes in your facility, buddy. 0 bitches. None. So destroy your Zim or whatever the hell it's called. If you do this on console, I promise you there will be 0 girls in your household. And speaking of girl repellent, we got the No Life. This dude's on the game like 20 hours a day, dude. Like, this kid does not save any room for self-care or any other activities. The game is consuming him. And so most of the time, these kids are kind of mid for all the hours they're putting in, because obviously their brain is probably looks green and fried at this point because of how
You know, on my channel, I like to promote the responsible use of gaming. You know, I've mentioned this many times. I hit my absolute rock bottom in 2015. This will be a story for a future video, but I did decide in 2015, from now on, if I play games, I just want to do it in a way that's productive. And so that ended up becoming the genesis of 1 Only and a few other things, right? I think it's a wonderful thing to play video games. Just as long as you're hitting your goals or whatever your responsibilities are in your life. You know what they say, a man without purpose is a ghost looking for a grave. My favorite John Wick 4 quote, right? So as long as you're striving to be everything you can be in whatever your goals are in life, then game as much as you want. But if you're using that as a replacement or an escape, I mean, that's okay for a little while if you've been through some kind of trauma. Like, everyone needs that downtime, but if it's an escape from life and not just for a temporary situation, you are going to have to ask yourself some hard questions for sure.
much screen time they're putting in. Like, their brain is definitely 100% rotted. They don't even know what self-care is. They haven't hopped in a goddamn shower in weeks. They probably shower once a week or some shit. This game is their life. All right, whatever game it is that they know life. One example is that one guy from South Park in that one episode
was beautiful,
where
that
all
episode.
the South Park boys are nerdy gamers, and they were trying to defeat that one guy. That was the no life. And he would just destroy them all just because he was such a high level at the game.
How do you kill
Next,
what
we
has
gotta
no
talk
life?
about the squeaker. Anytime they hop into a toxic Call of Duty lobby, they're getting flamed. Now, I've only been into game chat one time when I was a squeaker, and this was the funniest shit ever. I accidentally had my mic on, and I was raging. It was so funny. And you could just hear me like, God damn it. You could see Duck Duckalo at the top just speaking the whole time. I'm probably out there on YouTube somewhere, squeaker raging at Call of Duty or whatever.
Never heard of that
was the
term
last time I
before.
entered game chat as a squeaker. And after that, I was done. The only time I really communicated with my teammates was on Rainbow Six Siege, and that was really it. And sometimes that was a fucking headache in itself. So, if
So
you're
I'm still not understanding the term squeaker. Is that just someone that just talks non-stop and whatever it is, generally speaking, and doesn't shut up? I mean, that makes sense. I've never heard that as a term before. But there's always that one guy that's non-stop blab, 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 blab when you're on the online lobby, and he's the one solo reason you have to mute the whole freaking game. Like, I have experienced that. So I guess that's what a squeaker is.
the squeaker, prepare to be violated. Now we gotta talk about the one more game kid. Bruh, come on, it's one more game. One more. Please, dude, please. Come on, stay for one more. Fine, I'll play one more game. Then I'm going to bed. And then you stay the fuck up until 4 a.m. thanks to the one more game kid. Like that.
I've got a big shout out going out to my friend Tommy Starks. He was always the one more game guy. And God bless him, the irony is he doesn't have time to play games anymore because he's looking after a family and working 3 jobs. So shout out to you, Tom. I love you, mate. But yeah, when we used to always play games together in the 2010s, he'd be up till 4 in the morning, the nights he wasn't DJing. And he'd be like, oh, just one more game, Rick, one more game, Rick. Oh, you're letting us down, you're letting me down. And he just always like gaslight you, or no, emotionally guilt trip you to playing one more game at midnight, and you literally would be on until 4 in the morning. So here's to you, Tommy. Here's to
It's
you.
usually how I would stay up late playing video games. If someone says, please, one more game, and we're just keep doing good, we keep cooking, then I would stay up late as like, it would be till like 4 a.m. I don't even know how I would be able to cook at that time, but whatever. It worked somehow. The Clueless Kid. Now, this one is got to be all of us at some point on every game that we were new to. We had no clue what we were doing. Being clueless in a video game it's just a weird experience, especially if there's like a high-ass skill gap and you just get nuked as soon as you enter the building. And you can't...
Yeah, you know what? I do think there needs to be a better pairing system. There's no way that these noob kids should be paired with an experienced group for the sake of the noob and the group, for the group's enjoyment because they've taken the time to learn the game. It shouldn't be brought down by a newbie, and then newbies should be able to be eased into the experience as well. I don't play, online shooters that much anymore. I don't have a lot of time, and even if I did, if I logged into a server and started shooting, bang, straight away I'm getting like killed 20 times before I even get a kill myself. And that's not fun. I don't know how you combat that. I remember when I used to play Modern Warfare 3 back in the day, they actually had like a league system back then, which you actually got paired with people of your handicap. I'm not sure if they do things like that anymore. I haven't played a Call of Duty game in a while, but I used to love that, and I haven't really enjoyed the game 6, to be honest.
Can't even process what the hell happened. The game is such a huge learning curve. You play so passive or dumb. You just look back and just think, wow, I was a dumbass. The kid that's just trash. No matter how many times you play or how much time you spend on the game, you just suck. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know what else to say for this one. No matter how many hours they put into the game, they still suck. The nerd neck. Bro's got that forward neck ass posture, and he's always somehow killing you in the game. Dog will always one-up you no matter what, because he's just nerdy as at the game. You know, if he's on your team, then you know what, it. Let him carry you. But if he's your opponent, then there's gonna be smoke. Sometimes you can tell by their voice how much hours they have in this game. Bro could literally sound like the fucking nerd emoji, saying some like crazy ass lingo that you don't even know what they're on about.
Yeah, sometimes you'll be speaking to one of these nerd types in an online game, and they sound ironically a lot like Kyle's cousin. I mean, if you've seen Kyle's cousin in South Park, it's almost what this guy in the video looks like right now, right?
They'll just use the most jargon-ass language ever.
Well, guys, look at the smurf running the mirror stretch. And
look, bro's bottom fracking too. Yeah, if you're not really the gamer type, you might not even know what the that all meant. But you could tell just by their language they got hella hours in the game, and by their voice sometimes too. Next we gotta talk about the Smurf. Now a lot of you probably don't even know what that means, but it's basically someone makes a second account on Xbox, PC, PlayStation, whatever, and based on their level, it just shows that they're ass at the game, but they really have a higher level account, which is their main account. Now I used to be a Smurf back in the day, bro. I told you I was a nerd at fucking Rainbow Six Siege, and this account that I made was mainly for Rainbow Six Siege, nothing else, just so I could have a rank for 2 accounts in the season. Next, we gotta talk about the AFK kid.
Yeah, you know, going back to the Smurf, I didn't realize that was the term, but it's so obvious that it happens not just in console games, but like mobile games as well, when people make multiple accounts. And I just always felt like in my mind, and I don't know if this is the case, but they got frustrated at their high level, having so many competitive matches and being worn out, losing, and, you know, just having really hard-fought matches, that sometimes I think people are just like, fuck it, I'm going to make a level 1 account again and just absolutely frag out some newbies. That's the way I looked at it. I don't know if that's the reason. You let me know.
Kid will be like, I'll be right back, and then it takes him like a century to get back. If you're in Fortnite, he'll be on like the other side of the map or some shit. Or you'll get kicked for inactivity. Like sometimes I don't even know what the AFK kid is up to. Like usually he just goes to grab a snack and then just doesn't come back ever. Even though he knows he's being cued into a game. Or sometimes he'll just go silent without saying anything.
So
and he'll just dip. Next we got the call out kid. This kid always knows what to call out. This kid always knows where the ops are at no matter what. Like he'll give you the specific coordinates and location, and they're always there every time, bro. Like this kid is insane at call out. He is like the glue to the team at this point. He's the reason why the team is taking W's. And then this isn't the kid that's like, oh, he's behind you. No, like he will give you a detailed ass call out. Then there's always that one kid that's the complete opposite of the call out kid, and they'll be like, he's right there. Where? There, right there. Bro, where? Like, dog, be specific. Where the is right there? Then we got the kid that's always watching TikToks or munching on the mic, bro. It's either one. He's just waiting for the game to start.
Oh, dude, there's nothing worse than, like, yeah, look, eat while you're playing games, bro. Gaming's all about eating and drinking pop, right? But just take the microphone off your mouth or mute yourself while you're having a snack. No one cares what fucking Lay's potato chips you motherfuckers are shoving into the neckbeard mouth of yours. I'm just saying. Just kidding about the whole neckbeard thing. I know most of the people that watch One Coin Only are not neckbeard, right? Anyway, continuing.
Just hear renegade through the fucking mic in the shittiest quality ever. Or it could be mid-game. He could just be scrolling through TikTok as he's playing the game. Sometimes. If you watch TikToks while you play the game, just mute your mic, bro. Don't be that one guy that just has the mic on and is just scrolling through TikTok. Or if you're gonna be eating a whole ass buffet, mute the mic too. Or just move the speaker up so no one can hear the crunch. Then we got the casual guy. He's your average Joe on the game, spends like a few hours a day, doesn't really take it too serious, you know, he's just your chill gamer. I'm sure a majority of us just fall into this category. Like, there's no way you don't.
That's
then we got
me
pay to
days.
win. This dude is always paying for the cosmetics. No matter how shit they are, bro will always be paying for the cosmetics. And sometimes it could get so bad where this kid is literally investing their life savings into the game. And
yeah, I mean, hey, you guys have got to stop playing those gotcha games, right? Because no matter how much money you put in it and how much you practice, you're never going to beat that son of a prince from Saudi Arabia that has literally like millions of dollars to put into these gotcha games a day, right? It's just not worth it. Put them down, move on, find another hobby. Speaking of which, I'm going to do that right now. Thank you very much for watching this video. Appreciate you. We'll see you on the next one.